It's day 3 of crafting my modified Hutt Slayer Leia costume, with less than a week left until I have to wear it at Rebel Scum Con. Last time I gave everything its first coat of spray paint, and this time we are going to be doing some hot glue crafting. There are a lot of raised pieces on the original version of the Hutt Slayer Leia costume, and the only way I could really think about doing that besides weighing this EVA foam down with a lot of clay is to try and use hot glue. I'll go ahead and say that this ended up working fine, though I am not a hot glue gun master yet, so it definitely looks, let's say, handmade. The first thing I did was add an outline around this bigger belt piece. I then added 2 circles in the middle and then some textured details on either side. I did halfway through this process go ahead and order a paint marker so that I can add some of the finer details. It was about that point in the process where I realized that I was not going to be able to do fine detail work with how shaky my hands are. I then moved on to the cuff and did something very similar, just added a big chunk of hot glue to the top, outlined this little cutout, and then added 2 dots. I then moved on to the arm cuff, which honestly took a really long time for me to figure out what I wanted to do, but I ended up taking a scrap piece of EVA foam and layering some of this gold cording on it. I believe I did 4 rows total. The last one I looped around and then made this little circular thing. I am now realizing that on Leia's original cuff, this loop thing is on the top and the bottom. I'm not sure if I'm going to go back and add that yet. I might. I then flipped this over and added a piece of wire to the underside after tucking all of the stray bits back just with some more glue. And during this process, I managed to burn the absolute crap out of 2 of my fingers, so I now have 2 huge blisters. Because of said blisters, I let this sit overnight and then the next day took it out for one final coat of spray paint. Here is what they looked like after that. You can see all the mistakes that I made with the hot glue are very, very noticeable. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that yet, but I think I will be able to salvage it a little bit with the paint marker, hopefully. Speaking of, using that paint marker is our next part of the process, so if you want to be here for what might be the final video, make sure you press the follow button and I will see you then.